Welcome back my channel Health Fitness 147. My name is Ryan, the Ryan with you a good day. TAD official new. Let's see.
One. New Year kickoff. Barcelona's appeal to register Olmo rejected by La Liga in the first kickoff of 2025. All football highlights. Key news from the past 24 hours. The top headline reveals that La Liga has rejected FC Barcelona's appeal to register players Dani Olmo and Pau Victor, citing issues with the club's squad cost limit. Barcelona has denied any possibility of a deadline extension for the registration, as they await La Liga's approval with only 3 hours left. Meanwhile, Olmo expressed his desire to stay at Barcelona through a positive social media update. Additionally, Manchester United's Joshua Zirkzee was reportedly emotional after being jeered by fans when substituted during a match too. Arsenal could cut short loan deal as Raheem Sterling transfer decision made. Arsenal plans to keep Raheem Sterling on loan despite his limited playing time since joining from Chelsea. The club is reviewing its options due to Premier League rules that restrict them to 2 domestic loan players, currently occupied by Sterling and Bournemouth's Neto. While there has been speculation about ending Sterling's loan early, Arsenal has no intention of doing so at this time. They will reassess Neto's situation if new opportunities arise. 3. I want to do it for football. Mourinho hints at international management. José Mourinho expressed interest in managing a national team or returning to Serie A after being dismissed by Roma in January 2024. During his tenure at Roma, he coached 138 matches, achieving a win rate of 49.28% and leading the team to a Europa Conference League title in 2022 and a Europa League final in 2023, where they lost to Sevilla. However, a poor start to his third season, with only 1 win in 5 Serie A games, led to his contract termination. After a brief period of unemployment, he joined Fenerbahce in June but has struggled in the Turkish Super League, trailing Galatasaray by 8 points. Throughout his career, Mourinho has managed several top clubs, winning a total of 8 domestic titles. 4. Ruben Amorim admits what he sees every day at Man Utd spells trouble for club. Ruben Amorim acknowledges the significant lack of confidence among his struggling Manchester United players, emphasizing that there is no quick fix for their issues. After just 38 days in charge, the team has only secured 7 points and scored 9 goals in 8 Premier League matches, leaving them in 14th place and fearing relegation. Their recent 2-0 loss to Newcastle marked a low point, as they became the first United team to lose 3 consecutive home league games since 1979. Amorim noted that while the players' feelings of doubt are concerning, it is important for them to recognize the situation in order to improve. 5. Man Utd among 8 clubs eyeing free transfer after bombshell Dani Olmo decision. Manchester United is among several clubs interested in signing Dani Olmo on a free transfer after Barcelona's attempts to register him for the second half of the season were rejected by La Liga. Olmo, who joined Barcelona from RB Leipzig for around £50 million, can only be registered until the end of 2024 due to Barcelona's financial issues. Despite scoring 6 goals in 15 appearances this season, Barcelona's efforts to extend his registration have been unsuccessful, with La Liga stating that the club has not provided a viable solution to comply with economic regulations. However, Barcelona is still pursuing the matter and has applied for a new license from the Spanish Football Federation to register Olmo. 6. EPL free transfers. Mo Salah, Trent Arnold and De Bruyne could leave for nothing as the transfer window opens. Premier League players are entering the final 6 months of their contracts, allowing them to negotiate free transfers with clubs outside England. Sky Sports News reviews the contract situations of players from all 20 clubs, highlighting notable cases. For Arsenal, Jorginho, 33, has signed a short-term extension but has had limited playtime, starting only 5 league matches this season. Thomas Partey, 31, is nearing the end of his 5-year contract from 2020, facing uncertainty despite being a regular starter. Kieran Tierney has returned from a loan at Real Sociedad but has only made 1 appearance since coming back. 7. EFL players. 9 short stories. The player who PTs on the side and training under Glenn Hoddle in Spain, Finn Azaz, has been a key player in Middlesbrough's attack this season, expressing a preference for scoring over assisting. Although he values impactful assists, like the one against Sheffield United that changed the game's momentum. Despite his impressive performance, he doesn't focus much on his goals or assists anymore. Meanwhile, Harry Souttar humorously addresses the challenge of defending against Sheffield United's set pieces, particularly with his teammate Kiefer Moore also being a strong aerial presence. Why the pressure is on for Messi and Inter Miami to deliver in 2025. Inter Miami's 2024 season was a historic milestone, achieving the highest points total in MLS history and debuting in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, with Lionel Messi named MVP. However, the team ended the year without any trophies, facing early exits in both the CONCACAF tournament and the playoffs. The unexpected departure of head coach Gerardo "Tata" Martino has led to increased pressure on new coach Javier Mascherano, as expectations for success are high and there is little room for error moving forward into 2025. 9. 6 problems that Premier League clubs need to solve in January transfer window. The January transfer window has opened, allowing Premier League clubs to enhance their squads for the second half of the season. While it can be challenging to find good value during this mid-season period, teams may still explore the market, with struggling clubs likely to seek reinforcements out of necessity and successful teams considering opportunistic signings. Notable past January signings include Martin Odegaard, Luis Diaz, and Bruno Fernandes, though some high-profile transfers, like Chelsea's £88.5 million acquisition of Mykhailo Mudryk, have not always succeeded. The article also discusses potential issues that the traditional Big Six clubs might address during this transfer window. 10. Juventus readying move for Man Utd striker Xerxes. Forward Joshua Xerxes has struggled in the Premier League since his summer arrival, but there are reports he may move to Juventus this winter. The Turin club is interested in him to boost their season, especially since Xerxes performed well under Juventus coach Thiago Motta at Bologna, attracting attention from clubs like Milan and Manchester United. Recently, Xerxes was substituted before half-time during Manchester United's 2-0 loss to Newcastle. 11. Liverpool transfer news. Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah, expected to stay as £150 million deal approved. The January transfer window is open, presenting a crucial opportunity for Liverpool as they aim to secure the Premier League title. The club is considering signings, with players like Alexander Isak and Dani Olmo linked to moves to Anfield. Additionally, Liverpool is focused on retaining key players such as Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mohamed Salah, who can now negotiate with foreign clubs. While Alexander-Arnold's future is uncertain, reports suggest that Van Dijk and Salah are nearing contract extensions. 12. Man Utd working from three-man winter shopping list. Manchester United is looking to strengthen their squad to support head coach Ruben Amorim, who is struggling to adjust to the Premier League after leaving Sporting CP. The club is targeting three players: Nuno Mendes for left-back, Victor Osimhen for striker, and Sen Lammens as a potential backup goalkeeper. Osimhen is currently on loan at Galatasaray but can be recalled by Napoli for a sale. Mendes, who has a connection with Amorim from their time at Sporting, is eager to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Lammens is considered a suitable option to support Andre Onana in goal. 13. Arsenal transfer news. Marmoush comments on move as Gunners make first contact. January has begun, opening the transfer window for Arsenal, who did not make any signings in January 2024 but have previously acquired players like Leandro Trossard and Jorginho. With Bukayo Saka injured, the team may feel more pressure to make moves. Arsenal is reportedly looking for a goalscorer and needs to address Marquinhos' future, while their main focus remains on competing with Liverpool in the Premier League. Meanwhile, Omar Marmoush, linked to Arsenal and other clubs, stated he is not currently considering a transfer despite a strong season with Eintracht Frankfurt, where he has scored 13 goals. 14. Man Utd transfer news. Star agrees exit as Ruben Amorim registers interest in free agent. The January transfer window is open, and Manchester United faces significant challenges as they sit in the bottom half of the table. Manager Ruben Amorim is tasked with improving the team's performance, but he acknowledges that making changes this month will be difficult due to financial constraints. He emphasized that substantial spending is not an option and that player sales will be necessary to enable new signings. Additionally, there are reports that Casemiro is considering leaving the club, with interest from 6 teams, including several Saudi clubs. 15. Man Utd monitoring 3 players as Amorim desperate for January transfer. Manchester United is entering January with limited funds but is still monitoring 3 players, notably Victor Osimhen. The team has struggled, losing 5 Premier League games in December and remaining in the bottom half of the table. Despite recent investments, the squad needs reinforcements, though manager Ruben Amorim is not expected to receive significant funds in the new year. Osimhen, currently on loan at Galatasaray, has been linked to a Premier League move and may be recalled by Napoli, but United sources believe a transfer is unlikely. 16. Olmo updates social media with positive signals after Barca failed to register in 2025. La Liga officials announced that Barcelona failed to register player Dani Olmo, resulting in him becoming a free agent. Consequently, Barcelona is obligated to pay Olmo's salary until 2030 and must also pay €48 million to RB Leipzig. Fans expressed their disbelief at Barcelona's financial struggles, with some commenting on the club's potential bankruptcy. 17. Verón backing ex-Lazio teammate Conceição for AC Milan's success. The former Porto coach has been appointed by AC Milan, as announced on Tuesday. Estudiantes president Verón praised him, highlighting his reliability, determination, and competitive spirit. He described the coach as fearless and resilient, emphasizing his strong character developed during his successful tenure at Porto. Verón believes the coach will handle the pressure at Milan well and anticipates he will communicate clearly with the team about his expectations. 18. Rashford sends 9-word message as Man Utd outcast prepares for January window. Marcus Rashford hinted at a potential departure from Manchester United as the January transfer window approaches. After being dropped for the Manchester Derby and missing the last 3 Premier League games, he expressed openness to a new challenge. Rashford shared a social media post featuring him with a United shirt, wishing everyone a happy new year. His recent benching and subsequent recall against Newcastle have raised questions about his future, with speculation mounting that he could be a key player linked to transfers this month. 19. Gabbia insists AC Milan players sorry over Fonseca acts. AC Milan has sacked coach Fonseca and replaced him with Sergio Conceição. Player Gabbia expressed disappointment over the team's recent draw and stated that the players have not discussed the coaching change, emphasizing their support for the former coach. He acknowledged the change as a collective defeat for the team and stressed the need for unity and improvement moving forward, while clarifying that decisions about the coaching staff are beyond his control. 20. Roma midfielder Saelmakers, AC Milan return felt like home. Alexis Saelmakers, currently on loan at Roma from AC Milan, reflected on a challenging match against Milan, acknowledging their strength and expressing optimism about his team's progress. He shared his fondness for returning to Milan, stating it feels like home, and noted the unpredictability of football's future. Saelmakers praised teammate Paulo Dybala for his skills and defensive abilities, expressing hope that Dybala will continue to contribute positively in upcoming matches.